at this place, I want to leave out with scripture, Mark 6th chapter, 1st verse. Mark 6:1. We have it. We ask you to stand for the reading of God's word. Thank you, choir. Awesome job. Awesome job. Mark 6:1. Have to say amen.
Amen.
Still looking, say wait up. We will wait up. So look, if I stand on this sacred desk, I thought about all the greats that came before me. Pastor Wilson, Pastor Arnold, Reverend Henry Moore, and many others, and I'm humbled by those that came before. We are standing on their shoulders. Hudson and many others. Sister Rachel behind me. Jean Ann, many others. Cargill and Zeno Carter and the Carters. And thought about all that history, amen. And every now and then when you understand history, then you understand your responsibility because you're standing on history, amen. So I want to read this chapter, Mark 6:1. And he went from thence and came into his own country. His disciples followed him, and when the Sabbath day was come, he began to teach in the synagogue. And many hearing him were astonished, saying, from whence has this man these things? And that wisdom is this which is given unto him, that even such mighty works are wrought by his hands. Is not this the carpenter, the son of Mary, the brother of Judas, Joseph, and of Judah, and of Simon? And are not his sisters here with us? And they were offended at him. But Jesus said unto them, a prophet is not without honor, but his own country, and among his own kin, and in his own house. And he could there do no mighty work, save that he laid his hands upon a few sick folk and healed them. And he marveled because of their unbelief. He went, let me read that again. And he marveled because of their unbelief. He went around about the village teaching. I want to talk about, close out the sermon in this place. I want to talk about a call to believe.
Yes, all right.
A call to believe. Maybe see the presence of God. The other day I went to the bank and I was going to get a few dollars out. There I saw a friend of mine named Royal, and I work at the post office. He and I was talking about church, and I told him about the transitional period that we're doing. I told him, keep us in prayer. But along the way, he blessed me. He got excited. He said, man, y'all doing great things. I'm so excited for you that God is planting you in another area. And he said, and you get in your building soon. And I said, yeah, man, keep praying for us. Then he said something that was so profound. He says, we are believers, aren't we? And when he said it was profound because he reminds us that the greatest asset any of us can have is that we are believers. I'm a believer. And if that's who I say I am, then I must believe. I'm a believer. And to do great things require that I trust in God. God gives his servants assignments. And to do great things require that I trust in him. I am a believer. And God didn't call us to figure it out, add it up. He just said believe.
Believe.
That when we have limited power, There's a God who can do exceedingly abundantly above all we could ask or think if you just believe. Many in biblical history were called not so much to make things happen, but to believe. And their greatest power and greatest task was to trust in God and to believe. God told Noah, build an ark. It's going to rain. And Noah had never seen rain before. Fact of the matter, around the world there was a mist. And so God not only tells them to build an ark and tells them it's going to rain, Noah could not figure it out, but because he was called to believe, he built the first boats. God told Joshua, I got an assignment for you. And I want the walls of Jericho to come tumbling down. They didn't have no military access to bring those tall buildings and fort down. But God tells them to march around the wall 7 days, 7 times. And what I like about God, he tells them when they march around, don't say a mumbling word. I wonder why God said that, but now when I pastor, I understand. Because every now and then, there's always going to be one. Wish I had somebody right there. There's always going to be one negative person to bring it down. God said, tell them don't say a word and just march 7 times. And when they marched 7 times, the walls came tumbling down. Because Joshua had a call to believe. Moses had a call to believe. Go tell Pharaoh, let my people go. He goes down 10 times. But now when the people of God are trapped by the Red Sea, Pharaoh on one side and Red Sea on the other, he learns that when I don't have the ability to do anything, I need to learn how to trust in God. Moses gets to the rock and says, stand back and see the salvation of the Lord. Because there was a call to believe. And when I look at this rich history of New Hope Missionary Baptist Church, I realize this church has stood for 130 years because there were families that had a call to believe. I heard Sister Butler say there were the Blacks, there were the Winds, there were the Sneeds, there were the Boldens, the Dukes, the Davises, the Arnolds, the Alexanders, the Fowlers. And we are standing on their shoulders. Because they trusted and believed in God. They didn't have a lot of income. They didn't work with corporations. Some of them was on Social Security and everything else. But when you trust on God, God will take a little bit and he'll make much out of it. Anybody know what I'm talking about? Some of you know about the miracle of God. Because we heard where he took 2 pieces of fish and 5 loaves of bread and fed 5,000. Well, somebody ought to testify he's doing that with your check right now. Because when I look at my check stub and wonder how I'm still going to HEB, wonder how I'm still paying the lights and gas, and still got a chance to run down the highway. Can anybody can testify God would do what no other power can do? If you just trust him. You got to believe. There's a call to believe. I just got off the road to San Antonio. Let me tell you a quick story. Be transparent, but got on the way down there, and guess what? Every gas station was closed. Every time I drove by one, they had a wrapper on the nozzle out of gas. But on this way this morning, I know God will make a way somehow. From San Antonio with a half a tank of gas, we drove all the way back. And I'm looking at the nozzle like, it ain't moving. I always had somebody. Got a hold, anybody been there? Got a hold up. God, it ain't moving. And we still driving. My wife is driving 90 miles an hour to get here. But we get here. When we got down MLK, saw a gas station, got out, put some gas in it. Won't God do it? And you got to understand, if I trust him and believe in him, God can do it, but there's a call to believe.
Trust and believe.
Let me help you real quick before I get to this thing. You will get what you expect.
That's good. That's good.
If you believe little, you'll get little. If you believe nothing, you'll get nothing. But when you believe great things, It's what you believe. What you get. You believe your bad credit score won't get you a house? You'll stay in the hut. But if you believe God got power to use your bad credit score and get you out, anybody in the house without a family, somebody. Anybody got bad credit, still got some stuff?